Let's move across borders, and the Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye has sacked Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko and dissolved the nation's government after months of tensions between the two. The split comes as the country faces mounting economic pressure. Sonko backed Faye's bid for presidency using the slogan, Diomaye is Sonko, Sonko is Diomaye. The pair went on to unseat then-President Macky Sall, an extraordinary victory given they were both in prison until 10 days before the election. And as KTN's Daniel Kariuki now reports, Senegal's latest happenings have been related to Kenya's political happenings after the 2022 election.
Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye was recently in Nairobi, Kenya, to attend the Africa Forward Summit, co-chaired by President William Ruto and French President Emmanuel Macron. And days after going back to his country, Diomaye Faye has sacked Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko and dissolved the government. The information passed by presidential aide Omar Samba. According to the president, Faye ended the duties of his one-time political ally Sonko and consequently those of the ministers and secretaries of state who are members of the government.
The President of the Republic, His Excellency Bassirou Diomaye Faye, has ended the tenure of Mr. Ousmane Sonko, Prime Minister, and consequently that of the ministers and secretaries of state who are members of the government.
Sonko's dismissal followed a parliamentary session on Tuesday, during which the Prime Minister openly criticized Faye for his approach to the debt crisis. Sonko would almost certainly have taken the top job had he not been barred from running in 2024's elections due to a defamation conviction. The split comes as the country faces mounting economic pressure, with its public debt having reached the equivalent of 132% of its GDP. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Faye and Sonko went on to unseat then-President Macky Sall. Several hundred students demonstrated on the streets of the capital city declaring their support for Sonko. Tensions between Sonko and Faye have been on display for months. No details have been provided on the appointment of a new prime minister. The latest news comes even as Kenyans compare Senegal's situation with Kenya's 2022 situation, where President William Ruto united with former Deputy Rigathi Gachagua to defeat his former boss Uhuru Kenyatta's preferred candidate, the late Raila Odinga, only for Gachagua to be impeached 2 years later. Daniel Kariuki, KTN.